Now let's render the error message. Okay, so we had added a box here, errors. Okay, so let's fetch this const errors error box is equal to document dot get element by id. It was errors. Okay, and I want error box dot inner html. I'll use string literals, span, and a closing tag of span. So all the messages that I have in this errors. Okay, so I'm going to join it. So it will be errors dot join with this comma. Okay, let's try it out. nps employer -1. Okay, -1. Click on calculate. Yeah, we have our error message here, but let's give it a color as well. Let us style is equal to color is red. Again, let's go for -1. Click on calculate. We have in red color. Yes, so our error is calculated. Again, we will do this for HRA as well. We'll click on calculate. Yeah, so we have our two values. Once we remove this, click on calculate, our error is removed. Perfect. Next thing is to populate the results here. Okay, so let's populate the results. We will comment it out, and okay, it got deleted. No worries. Anyway, we don't need that. So I'll go with const result box is equal to document dot get element by id. Document dot get element by id. I'll fetch my results from here. Results. Okay, I'll paste it here. That will give me my result box. Okay, so result box dot inner html, that I can add it as h2. Let's add it in h2. Okay, within this strings, obviously we can't add directly. That will give us an error. Then below is what we need to write. Below is the calculated tax comparison. Okay, so let's try it out. Click on this. Yeah, we are clicking this. Now we'll create a section for old and we'll create a section for new. Okay, so we'll create old tax box is equal to, we'll create a new element, document dot create element. We can go for string literals as well, right? Like we can add the inner HTML, but I feel that becomes a little bit confusing and more prone to error. So that's the reason I'm going with this approach. Okay, so now I'll add result box and I'll append this old tax box. Okay, append child old tax box. Okay, now what I need to do, I need to add the text inside that. Old. Okay, I'll add const old tax data is equal to document dot create element. I'll write span here. Okay, it will be span, and I'll old tax box dot append child. I'll append this old tax data here. Old tax data. Cool. Old tax data is appended there. now we need to provide the value. So old tax data dot inner HTML is equals to, we'll write old tax regime will be old tax regime. Shall we try it? Click on calculate. Yes, we are getting this value. Similarly, we will do for the new one as well. So let's take this one. Okay, paste this one. Wherever we have old, we'll replace it with new. Control D, Control D. New. See, that's simple. Control S and calculate it. So we are getting this value, right? But let's add a color. So I want myself, like whenever I am calculating, I want to get a green or red, like this is the preferred one, this is not the preferred one, right? So for that, let's add some coloring to it here only. So if old tax regime is greater than or equal to new tax regime, okay, new tax regime, else we have this. Okay, so I want to add new tax data, right? New tax box. Okay, we'll add to box. We'll add a set attribute. We'll set the, we are setting the style, right? So we can add the class name as well, and later on we can change the class name, but here I'm not going into CSS, so we'll do some little bit of stuff from here only. So we will have a color of green and font weight of 900. Okay, 900, that should work. Then we'll have old tax box, tax dot set attribute. Again we'll add style, comma, color will be red. Okay, just copy this one here and we'll do vice versa. Old, new will be replaced with old and old will be replaced with new. Yeah, so our tax calculator is ready. So let's try it out. Yeah, so that's what I'm waiting for. Let's say start with 5 lakhs. Okay, so it's 5 lakhs. So for 5 lakhs we don't have tax for both. So this is removed by the rebate that is provided by the government. Okay, but anyhow, in the new tax regime up to 7 lakh there is a zero tax. So anyway, you can choose zero. You don't need any documents and all. Okay, so that's why we have selected this one as zero. Okay, so it's correct. Now let's go back to 7 lakh. Okay, 7 lakh. You click on calculate. Still it's zero. Okay, for 7 lakhs of amount you need to provide it, but we have the deductions, right? So I have ATC. I am going to consume it all. I will be providing 1,50,000. I'll take 50,000 for NPS. My employer currently doesn't provide it, so HRA will be, let's say, 75,000. So you need to calculate it according to your city and all, right? ETD, let's say I have an insurance of 10,000 and currently I don't have a home loan or other deductions. So let's calculate it. So my tax is zero, right? For 7 lakh. So after providing this much of documentation, my tax is getting zero. So it's better to, choose the new tax regime and get the tax of zero. So that is logical. Let's go for 8 lakhs. What happens with 8 lakhs? Now for 8 lakhs, the new tax regime will charge you 35,000. Whereas in old tax regime, because you have the savings or deductions in place, it will be zero. So the user can go with old tax regime. Okay, So let's go to a higher tax bracket. Let's say 20 lakhs. Okay, we'll calculate it. So in 20 lakhs as well, the old tax regime shows it's 1 lakh. Okay, there is some mistake here. 7,50,000, right? So we don't pay that much of HR. It's 75,000. Yeah. So till now, see, for 20 lakh as well, it is we can prefer this new tax regime, right? But let's say if my companies provide some 50 or 25,000 of deduction, or I have some LTAs and all, and let's say I have a health insurance of 15,000, still not. Let's say my employer is providing me 50,000 of NPS. So in this case, the old tax regime is preferable, right? So this is the thing that I wanted. Like if I have some of my deductions, okay, so let's do one thing for other deductions. Where is that? Right, LTA, fuel exemption, phone bill exemption, okay, or ATEB, etc. Okay, so this way, like I wanted to calculate it, so which tax bracket is actually beneficial. So yeah, so that's it for this project. It's not a, the design is bad, I know. Like we don't have any CSS. We could add CSS, but that will take longer time. So I just wanted to create a project with JavaScript, and I needed to compare it for myself as well. So yeah, we have a project, we have a video. You can try it out by yourself. I'll push this code to GitHub and share the link in the description and pinned comments. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this or you got something to learn from this, then do subscribe and share with your friends. Press the like button, and I'll meet you in next time. Till then, take care. Goodbye.